Good day, my name is Blue Suit and today I'll be going over my review of the ROCCAT Pyro. The Pyro is a well-built high-end gaming keyboard from ROCCAT that comes with all of the sturdiness and usability of its cousin, the Vulcan Pro, but trims away some of the finer details to bring a keyboard that will last forever at half the price. The good people at ROCCAT sent this keyboard over to me a couple weeks ago and it has surprised me with just how well built it is. As I said, it's missing a few of the niceties of the higher tiered keyboards, but there's no question that this keyboard looks and feels fantastic. Before we get started, if you are interested in picking up a ROCCAT Pyro for yourself, or have any questions about any other ROCCAT products, you can find links to their website and storefront in the description below. I'm not affiliated with ROCCAT in any way, and I don't make a commission or anything like that, but they're there for your convenience. The first thing I noticed right out of the box was how sturdy and heavy the Pyro is. Weighing in at just over 1 kilogram, the Pyro comes equipped with the same brushed aluminum top plate that we've seen on the more expensive models. This makes the Pyro a stiff, durable keyboard, and the aluminum serves to reflect the light well from under the keys, enhancing the overall glow of the RGB. In the upper right side of the board, you have your lock and game mode indicators and a multimedia knob that controls your computer's volume. The switches immediately feel and look sturdy with a key life of 50 million clicks, a super long keystroke lifestyle, but roughly half that of some of the more expensive boards. The red linear mechanical switches in the ROCCAT Pyro have a 2mm actuation point and are somewhat quieter than the optical switches of the Vulcan Pro. The Pyro also comes with a detachable wrist rest that's made from a sturdy plastic, but isn't magnetic like some of the other models. With the Pyro, there are instead two pair of prongs that audibly click into the bottom of the board, and when you need to take it off, you just fold it under the keyboard and it detaches. The palm rest feels a little out of place with the rest of the board because it's the one piece that I don't feel measures up in quality to the rest. For one, the prongs that are used to connect the wrist rest are sturdy and it's easy to connect and detach it from the keyboard, but if one of them breaks, the entire wrist rest loses a lot of its functionality and charm. Additionally, besides the rubber pads on the bottom of the wrist rest, the entire piece is made from hard plastic, and while it's better than nothing, I'd hardly consider it comfortable. The other difference that I noticed between the ROCCAT Pyro and the more expensive boards is that the Pyro has a rubber USB cable instead of a braided one. This really didn't make any difference to me, as unlike a mouse, you're not generally moving your keyboard around while using it to make the cable type that important. Once plugged in, the ROCCAT Swarm takes over to unlock all the great ROCCAT features that make their peripherals so good. On the Pyro, you can of course choose to assign a myriad of lighting options, from ripple effects to wave patterns, or AMO intelligent lighting that syncs RGB patterns with your other devices, that pulses slowly between different colors and even responds to your keystrokes. Additionally, you can reassign any switch on the board to any other key, system function, multimedia control, or even set up different keystrokes between the board's regular and game mode functions. The lighting on the Pyro is exceptionally bright and colorful, and it's accentuated well by the clear key bases and brushed aluminum top plate that creates an underglow across the keyboard. The lighting isn't as bright and shiny as the Vulcan Pro, but I found that the switches on the Pyro are much easier to use outside of gaming. Writing or doing homework on a keyboard like this is much easier since the keys have less of a gap between them and your fingers can feel the surrounding keys easily. On top of that, its keys are very comfortable with its 2mm activation point that allows you to actually rest your fingers on the keyboard a little more without actually activating the keystrokes. You can pick up a ROCCAT Pro in the ROCCAT online store for $100. It's an all-around incredibly sturdy keyboard that comes with all the meat and potatoes that make the Vulcan Pro so special at half the price. To achieve this, however, they have left out a few key components, such as the 100 million lifecycle Titan optical switches and the magnetic wrist rest that is now the industry standard among higher-end keyboards. It may not be the last keyboard you ever buy, but at $100 you will definitely get your money's worth, as its build quality will still last you for years of playtime. I hope you enjoyed this review of the ROCCAT Pyro. Come see me on Twitch where you can watch our reviews in progress 5 nights a week. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Until next time, peace!